life without any kind of struggle won't be exactly, a fulfilled life. If everything you get at the, so easily, if everything is spoon fed, if everything comes right in your door, you wouldn't understand the value. See, I'm from a different generation. My generation was from the 90s. So my time was completely different as in your time. Of course, there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of toxicity sometimes to be seen due to the social media. But then again, there are pros and cons to everything. The perspective to look at a certain aspect of life as half glass empty or half glass full completely belongs to you. Recently, my Facebook social media accounts got hacked, but that was again for an opportunity for me to come up again. Sort of my friend, she was like, just laughingly, she told me, okay, maybe your Insta was way too cluttered. This is another opportunity for you to again re-clean and systematically put things. See, I'm not a very technological, technology freak or something. I'm not very into the social media thing a lot. But due to my work, sometimes I have to post certain things because it's more about creating awareness. Anyway, so we all have a perspective, you can look at a thing at a certain way, but and every person has their own journey. If person number A comes and tells you, you shouldn't enter this field because this is what happened to me, person number B might have a different opinion. They might be very successful at that, right? If you listen to person number A without actually being in the field, without letting yourself go through that journey, I think that will be your biggest mistake. I mean, you have to experience things by yourself before coming to any conclusion of believing somebody and something. I might be sitting here and telling you 10,000 different things, but I don't want you to believe me in all of those things. You go and do your research. You must. When I applied for National Institute of Fashion Technology, I did my research, even though Google was very new in my time. I did my research. There were topmost fashion institutes. There was JD, there was Pearl. Pearl was, of course, very expensive for me. So NIFT, again, like it clicked me because it comes under textile of government. So I had to give my CAD, XAT, and MAT exam, creative ability test, master ability test, and then your XAT. That was from NIFT Kolkata. And after passing these three entrants, which are of course very difficult, then I had the option to choose my location. NIFT Shillong was very new, and I of course didn't want it to be NIFT Shillong because the infrastructure was very new, and I just wanted to go out of Assam because a lot of my friends were in Delhi, and Delhi becomes like the most common ground for most of the Northeastern people. Like it's like a mini Assam, mini Northeast you'll find in Delhi. So I also jumped into that wagon and I just wanted to do my fashion designing from NIFT Podcast Delhi. That opened a lot of avenues. Even I didn't had any guidance. I started off our times. We didn't had any agency. We didn't had any grooming mentor. We didn't even had Facebook or Instagram that we can just directly hop into it and just search something. No, we had to learn things from by ourselves. We had to literally, whatever I know till now, be it about personality development, communication skill, choreographing a fashion event, grooming somebody. And grooming does not mean just hair and makeup and catwalk. So let me tell you, grooming is an entirely different subject. It includes a lot of subcategories, okay? A lot of people have this confusion that grooming means walk. A person who teaches ramp walk, they are usually referred as catwalk mentor or runway instructor. Grooming mentor, if somebody call themselves a grooming mentor, that person has to be, of course, well groomed by themselves. By grooming, we understand that person has to be well spoken, must have certain etiquettes, must look a certain neat and clean, nothing expensive, but neat and clean and tidy, must know certain skills. If you want to be a lifestyle mentor or a wellness coach, you must have certain skills, right? Without those skills, you cannot label yourself as a certain thing. I have never labeled myself as a grooming expert because grooming includes not only runway, and pageant work, but it includes your entire development of your personality, communication skill, etiquettes and manners, dining manners, skin, hair and makeup, soft skills, when it comes to your dictions, pronunciations, homophones. Homophones, again, like, words that sound similar but have different meanings, a lot of other things. So grooming mentor is a very heavy word, which are very lightly used by almost everybody here in Assam or almost in Northeast. But then, one has to have those skills. And of course, I'm still working on my skills. It has been 10 years in this industry. I'm learning from some of the seniors, like, some of the mentors.
Here we have Amrita Kashyap. Hello, sir. I am an aspiring model. May I know what kind of questions can we expect when we are facing an interview? Also, if I want to be a professional model, what am I supposed to do?
Well, two different things. I hope she didn't miss out when I spoke about the divisions of modeling. Interview, by interview, you mean a personal interview for a job interview or an interview in a beauty pageant? Because these two are a little different though. Little different. I think it's pageant related. Yeah, pageant related. These are PI's personal interviews. Okay. See, I have already mentioned beauty pageants are about personality test. So they are going to ask you mostly about what, why, and how. These three questions. Remember that. What, why, and how. Because if I ask you a question, who is your biggest role model? You'll give me a name, right? My counter question will be, why?
Okay.
Always remember. So you must be yourself, speak whatever you believe in. If somebody, personality questions are mostly, it comes during MBA classes as well. It's related with your personality. It's about your opinion. Like, आप कैसे सोचते हो, क्या आपकी सोचने का तरीका क्या है? What are your stance on a certain opinion? Opinions might differ, but it's never wrong. It can never be exactly right or wrong. You might have a certain opinion on a certain thing. I might have a different opinion on a certain thing. So beauty pageant questions mostly are related with personality, test, personality programs, and personality programs can be summed up into three aspects: what, why, and how. Remember, anytime, every time you give me an answer, there will be a why or there will be a how. So remember that to answer. You have to explain basically, I hope I'm clear about that. Did it help you?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. Next.
Alisha Afrin. There are way too many agencies and stuff calling for models. But how do we know which ones are the right leads?
Yeah, this is a very good one, actually. Yeah, please continue.
Yeah, because certainly fooling around in wrong places does nothing but exploits time and energy.
Okay, Alisha, right?
Alisha Afrin, yeah.
Okay. Hi, Alisha. I hope you can hear me.
Hi.
All right. Okay. Acha, listen, Baba. Agencies, modeling agencies are different and organizations are different. Okay? If a modeling agency is approaching you, sending you mail, or asking you to join the agency, the first thing you do, check if they have an official website, if they have an official any link or page. So go to their website, see the contents, then see their office address. Of course, in the website, certain things must be mentioned: when it was founded,
Definitely.
how old is that particular organization or agency. The next thing you see, a placement. How are their placements? Where they have placed their model so far? Are the placements good? Then you dig a little more deeper. You check for pictures, videos, and you check for previous employees or current employees, employees as in the models, either former models or current models who are working with that particular agency or organization. You go to their profile, check how much of growth they have acquired, and you can also directly sometimes ask those employees or models, since you are working with this agency or organization, or you have already worked with this agency or organization, tell me something about it. Like, should I join? Should I join this agency? Should I join this organization? So these are the very simple and very easy way to find out, because if an organization or agency is offering you and asking you to come and join, if somebody asks me, like, tells me to come and join the agency, of course I'll ask them, like, where are you going to place me? Send me your profile, send me your website link so that I can check it by myself, right?
Yes. Yes.
If they don't have an official website, if the details are very confusing, there's no proper detail, there's no proper evidence as in pictures or videos, the exposure or the placements were very limited or almost not there for the former employees or the current employees, there's something definitely wrong with it. Because every good modeling agency, and if we are talking about modeling agencies, apart from the one that I work with, Aura, there are very other renowned agencies also present in India. And internationally, one of the biggest modeling agency is, we all know, IMG, Elite, The Face. These are some of the internationally renowned agencies, and there's a lot more. Ford Models, Wilhelmina Models, lot many. In India, it can be, Anima Creatives, Inega, like, Aura. So there are certain agencies, like, which are legitimate and which will provide you placement, because at the end of the day, if you're a model, if you want to join an agency, you want to get the placement as in you want to get the job, right?
Definitely.
Absolutely. So be very clear when somebody approaches you. You also have the right to ask them their profile. If I approach you, the next thing you do, you check my profile, check the work. At least Google my name. Something should come up. If nothing comes up, yes, there are some people who are not in social media. Yes, there are some people who are whose things might not be available. In that case, definitely try and ask people who are from the fashion fraternity. I'm sure someone or the other will know. If nobody knows, there's something fishy.
There's something fishy.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. I hope that clears your doubt. Yeah.
Sure.
So moving on to next question.
From Garima Talukdar. Does
Yeah, Garima.
Assam has the right grooming center for Miss India?
We'll see. Miss India does not provide a license of grooming to anybody in Northeast. It does not have, it has never provided a license of grooming to me. I'm not an employee of Times Group of India. My job designation, let me make it very clear, is the Talent Scout External Association for Femina Miss India for Northeast Zone. There are different talent scouts and external association. If you're an employee of the company, that will be a different thing altogether. But no, Miss India does not provide any grooming sessions, especially to Assam, or there is nobody in Assam that can claim, including me, that can claim that come to me, I'll groom you for Miss India because Miss India has given me license, nothing like that. I have a different brand, which is registered and comes under, it has a trade license, Design Culture. So I groom not for a particular organization, but I groom people for different categories. My students does not only include models. My student includes housewives, corporate people, or anybody who basically wants to groom themselves, want to get an extra opinion on their wardrobe, their image, their day-to-day life, on speaking skills or confidence or as such. So Miss India has not provided any license to anybody in Northeast where they can claim that they are the official grooming mentor of Miss India. That includes me as well. My job designation has been simply a Northeast Talent Scout for Femina Miss India, and I have not been able to do this job all by myself. I have to give the credit to all the state level organizations who have been sending their state level contestants, which includes Miss Mizoram, Beauty Aesthetic Society of Nagaland, that is Miss Nagaland, Miss Arunachal, Tripura, Meghalaya. So all the states, I have been only the channel, I have been only the medium through which I have connected the dots, but it's a teamwork. Each state and the respective state level organizations have always been very supportive while sending their delegates to participate and represent their respective state in Miss India organization. So just wanted to put it out there.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Most
Thank you,
welcome.
sir.